Well, let's see if we can catch some bait with some topwater today. I'd like to put a ladyfish in the boat. Fishing cut bait today. Well, they're popping this, but they're not holding it. So I'm going to switch to a spoon, see if we can put some bait in the boat. I'm switching over to treble hook because I've been having a hard time hooking these guys. But with these trebles, I should get a hook them. There we go. Keep his head down. Keep his head down. So if you can, these are ridiculous fighters. So look at that. It's not a matter of if they're coming off. It's a matter of when. So I like to just swing them in because you got to get them on the bottom of the boat and let them go crazy. But these fish are maniac fighters. I'll get one more and then I'm going to go fish some cut bait. I had to switch to the treble hooks. I had to switch to treble hooks to get these guys. They're biting so light. All right, so I'm going to make bait out of this guy. One quick tip: squeeze the hell out of them when you pull them out of their trust me. I prefer not to cut it all up at once because I don't want it all to drain out. I don't know, it's just my thought process. It's been working for me. All right, so I've got a 4/0 hook on here. I always use a little bit bigger hook when I'm fishing cut bait and bigger piece. That makes sense to me. Well, the way I like to hook cut bait is if I can through the belly. Sometimes the belly, as the pieces are closer to the head, the belly's a little bit tough to get to. It's just a little too thin. But in this piece, I think I'm just borderline. I like to do that so when I'm making this look easy. Always make sure you clear any scales on your hook. I like to do that because the center of that gravity's at the bottom, so when I cast out, I get a better cast that way. And I always like to go in and out of the skin if I can. All right, I got my cut bait. And I'm just going to bomb it as close to this point as I can. The tide's going into this point. It's all shallow in here. So I know from scouting this spot, it's really deep right there on the corner. It's really shallow up in here. And I'm already getting tapped. Oh, there we go. Something good. Something real good. Oh, is it too early to call bat ray? Yeah. I don't know why it would swim out this way if it was a snook. Big old jack. Not what I targeted, but you know, you never target these things. Catching a jack's like finding a $20 bill in your pocket. You weren't expecting it in there. You're happy when it showed up. Oh, come on, Brutus. They don't give up. All right. Quick tip about jacks is if you grab them by the tail there, they've got some sharp spots here that can hurt you. This guy's just small enough where I can grab him. A little bigger than this would be trouble. But anyway, pretty cool fish. See you later. I love jacks, man. Jacks are fun. So if you squeeze your cut bait and it comes out clear like this, time to change it. So it'll get washed out in the tide. These things will last, you know, based on the tide, between 5 and 20 minutes, I'd say. All right, just a real quick tip on cut bait. I cut out this nice section of ladyfish here, but I don't want those fins on there. I don't want this bait to spin while it's sitting there on the floor. So I'm just going to take those off. These shears work fabulous. I highly recommend these over a knife. It'll just cut a lot cleaner. Anyway, now I got a really nice piece here. This should just lay and not twist as much. If it had the fins on, it could twist, could get me tangled, and those fins aren't throwing any scent out there as far as I know. So off they go. Let's get fishing. Let's get a new piece out there. Again, hook through the belly. Should be able to cast this really well. Oh, am I happy with that. Hope the camera got that. I'm about a foot off of that corner there, and I know that's right where it drops off. I got high hopes for this one. Oh, we got a good one on here. Nuts, that was a good fish. Big snook. That was a river monster. Got right through my line. This is 30-pound mono. Yeah, it's all chafed up. And one thing I see some people do is they'll throw it in a good spot like I just did, and they'll go to get it tight right away and actually pull it out. Try to resist that urge. You want to let it sit where it is. You threw it in a great spot, let it sit there and let it fish there. And then adjust your line. You know, take your time a little bit. Don't be in a huge rush. I'm a little undersized here. This is my new reel. This is my snapper rod, but I wanted to give it a go here on some snook. Working. Boy, it's a nice snook. It's always fun by yourself. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So something I'm trying to do more is use these grips. These snook, he looks good right now, but he's gonna go crazy when I grab him. Much easier on the fish, easier on me. So now I got it, he can go crazy. But that's a nice snook right there. Look at that circle hook doing its job right in the side of the mouth. Perfect. All right, beautiful snook. Well, that was a fun little adventure. I was able to try out some new gear today and accomplish my goal. I just wanted to get a couple ladyfish and use them for cut bait and see if I could find some bigger snook. And I hooked a monster, caught a beautiful jack, caught a really nice snook. So mission accomplished. I'm gonna head on in. Summertime in Florida, you can't stay out too late. Thunderstorms are gonna get you. So that's it.